Oh my goodness gracious me. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it's time for the show to begin. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, and we are live. Happy Friday! It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF, everybody. Something. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show on this beautiful Friday morning. Great to see so many wonderful, beautiful, fantastic, amazing people here, as always. Let's see who's here today, ladies and gentlemen. First was Jason D. was number one. Here's your happy dance, brother. Here we go. All right. Thank you so much. Yes. Let's see, who was number two? That'll do. Zerzu was number two. Hey, what's up? I've got a bunch of work today. Thumbs up, and then I'm going to bed. Hey, all right, whatever's clever, Trevor. Thank you for coming out and hitting that like button. We love Zerzu here. Let's see. Great fan of the show. Let's see. We got Cliff Hickson here. 9 minutes early. Yep, that's right. I started early. You guys are right. They're all like, oh, you tried to trick us. You tried to fool us out, but I got you. Cliff Hickson, 9 minutes early. Tiny Chihuahua, what's up? Good morning, Rash. Thank God it's Friday. That's a fact. Terry Barnes is here. Good morning, all. God bless you. God bless you, sir. Absolutely. Welcome to the show. Let's see. Highway Star. Yeah. Good morning, Hez the Fez. That's right. Always having fun in the sun. P. Barnes II is here. Beautiful people around the world. Good morning. Yes. General meantime afternoon. Yes. I love it. Let's see. P. Barnes, Highway Star. Terry Barnes. Breaking news. I'm thinking about training kangaroos to help soft-sits in Australia when they ask for help. That's right. Stick the kangaroos and the emus on them. That'll get them. Let's see. Terry Barnes, Highway Star, P. Barnes. Root Maximilian is here, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Hez, and the rest of the Rash family from the left coast. Welcome. Great to see you. Let's see. It's Tiny Chihuahua. Terry Barnes. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Who else is here? How about Ron Klotzer? All right. Good morning, Hez. Ray of Sunshine, P. Barnes, mods, chat, guests from the middle of the Mojave Desert. Can't seem to stay awake, so I'll be phasing in and out often. That's quite all right, buddy. Great to have you here. Absolutely, positively, even if it's only for a few minutes, as long as you're around. That's what matters the most. From coast to coast, when you're eating toast. There's a YouTuber who does like product reviews, and one of his catchphrases, he even has a T-shirt where it's a picture of bread, but he doesn't call it bread; he calls it raw toast. Let's see, Highway Star, Ron Klotzer. Hey, Doc Lanu, what's up? I'm first because I'm second to none. That's right. I love it. Jason D, what's up? Hey, you're still second because you're second to none. Well, I am none. So there you go. What's your real name? It's Nunya. Let's see. P. Barnes, Jason D. Carl's last squirrel standing. All right. What's up? He came in right at the 20-second mark. That'll work. Good to see you. Always good to have you here as well as the rest of the crew. And it looks like that gets us caught up for now. All right. Welcome to the show. Great to see you people here again today. And it is, once again, Friday. I didn't see a David E. Person's dad joke yet. Oh, no. All right, so I'm going to have to throw one out there. Let's see. Two guys walk into a bar. The third guy ducks. Anyway. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Yesterday was something else, man. Like I said, now that school officially ended this week, the boys came here and they spent the night. They're still here right now. Hey, Kingston 2000 is here. What's up? Great to see you. Great to have you here. So anyway, yeah. So they're here right now. They spent the night again last night. We had a lot of fun. We've been. I always try to show them things that they don't necessarily see, outside of if they didn't know me, right? Like old movies and old music, try to educate them a little on past history and stuff. And we've been doing, like the last couple of weeks or whatever, we've been doing like a lot of like Hitchcock movies and stuff like that and going back. So yesterday I wanted to do something different and lighten it up. We watched Duck Soup with the Marx Brothers. And it's the first time they saw the Marx Brothers, and they were laughing. They were definitely laughing. Like, I mean, those guys are so silly. And it was great because, like, as soon as Groucho shows up, I'm like, okay, here we go, And my son's like, and then immediately, as soon as he starts talking, he, like, the very, like, first minute that Groucho's on screen, he must drop, like, 15 one-liners. Just one after another, bang, 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 bang. And it's like, what the? And then when Harpo and Chico show up, my son's like, these guys are a menace to society. Why are they doing this? I'm like, because that's what they do. But yeah, it was great. We had a lot of fun watching that. Mr. Thomas is here. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too. Okay. So Cliff, here's what happened. First of all, in Florida, I have a box set of literally every single Stooges short ever made. But Three Stooges Official, just a couple weeks ago, put out a collection, a 3-hour collection of just random Curly episodes, just all Curly. And the kids and I were watching that. We just, because it was so long, we just had that running for a while. And that's what made me think to show them the Marx Brothers, because they're like, oh man, these Stooges, they're great. And I'm like, you like these guys, you should see the dudes that came before them. Well, technically, the Marx Brothers were before the Stooges, but, you know, they were contemporaries. They were around the same time, essentially. Blackheart Knight, no dad joke by order. The High Majesty King News Now Dumas. News Now Voodoo. Are my plans for invasion in place? What are you doing? Hey. All right. I know I got it. My voice is still hoarse, but that's all right, man. Hey, News Now Dumas. Thank you for joining us again. I'm so happy to see you. Oh my goodness gracious me! I thought you'd never come back. Yes. Oh yes, the plans are in place. Oh, good. Yes. I won't tell Hez anything. No, I won't say a word. What? Right, Hez? What are you doing, Hez? What is it? Ah, no. Oh no. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious me. That was crazy, man. I think he might survive though. I didn't quite blow up his spleen yet. I'm working on it. So what I was thinking about for tonight was Close Encounters of the Third Kind. They haven't seen that one yet. And I know they love Spielberg because they love Jaws. They love, Indiana Jones. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Beverly Hills Cop 4 is coming out. I'll tell you what, Eddie Murphy's still got it. You know, yeah, he's been in some movies that weren't so great, but when he's good, man. What was that one he just did a few years ago where he played Dolomite. The Dolomite movie, that was awesome. Let's see. Yeah, Eddie Murphy's really good. One of my favorite recent things that he did was when he was doing the Will Smith bit. He wins an award. Eddie Murphy wins some kind of like a Lifetime Achievement Award or whatever it was. I don't remember the specifics of it, but it was shortly after the Oscars, not the Will Smith one, where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. And it's keep my wife's name out your damn mouth. And he slaps. So Will Smith slaps Chris Rock live on the Oscars and says, keep my wife's name out your damn mouth. So then just a few days later, Eddie Murphy wins an award. I don't remember what it was or whatever, but he gets up and he tells this big heartfelt speech, but this is Eddie Murphy, right? This heartfelt speech about life and how at his age he's learned so much about how to live, And he says, I found there, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember the punchline, and that's the most important part. But it seems so serious and so real. And he's like, and there are 5 rules to survive in life. You have to, take care, whatever it was. You have to take care of your family. You have to believe in God. You have to do this. You have to do that. And most importantly, you got to keep Will Smith's wife's damn name out your mouth. It's just so funny the way he just threw that in there. Throwing a roof off the trip. But let's see Eddie Murphy. He's still got it, man. He's got that sharp wit still, And he's a great actor. So, yeah, definitely another Beverly Hills Cop movie will be interesting. Because I don't know anything about it. And, these sequels and, Beetlejuice 2 and this stuff. Who knows what the heck's going on out there. But Like, are any of the original actors besides Eddie Murphy coming back as the same characters? Like, is Judge Reinhold going to be in there, or any of those guys? I don't know. 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 Hey, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. We're having fun in the Friday sun. It was only, 98 degrees outside yesterday here. What a nightmare. Yeah. I know. Anyway, my Tiny Chihuahua Life's going to be doing a live stream today at noon Central, 3 Eastern. All right, definitely check that out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready for the new Bad Boys movie. Rod says, have you ever watched the Ritz Brothers? They're the contemporary. Oh, they were at the same time as the Marx Brothers? I should check that out. That sounds interesting. I'll definitely look into that. One of the cool things about the Bad Boys thing is there's this guy. I don't know if he's TikTok. I see him on YouTube, but it's all shorts. His name is Cabby Lame. Lame, Lame, Cabby Lame. And what Cabby Lame does is he takes like these TikTok videos, and it'll be something like where someone's showing a way to, like, a life hack, right? And, like, for example, this is one of his videos. Like, it shows, like, he shows like a TikTok of like this guy doing this life hack where he takes like all this duct tape and he puts it over his sink, and then he takes like this measuring, whatever, and measures this perfect space to cut these two holes in it so that he could put his arms in the holes so he could do the dishes without getting wet. And then it cuts to Cabby Lane, and he's standing in front of his sink, and he grabs an apron and puts the apron on, and then starts throwing water in the apron, and then lifts it, and you see his clothes are dry underneath. He points, he doesn't say a word, he just points to the apron. And then he just grabs it and throws it on the ground. He's just like, and all of his videos are stuff like that. Like, he shows these life hacks, and then without saying a word, he just shows like how easy it would be to do what they're doing without this hack. Like, people like trying to open a jar, doing all these tricks or whatever, and he just like grabs the jar. Like, what do you. But anyway, the reason why I brought him up was because his TikToks got so popular that a few months ago he actually did one with John Cena, and that was huge. He gives him a hamburger, and John Cena's like, and then Cabby hands him a big hamburger, and then Cena's like, But again, the reason I bring it up is somebody mentioned Bad Boys. His most recent ones are actually, the Bad Boys, Will Smith and dag nabbit, you know who I'm talking about, the two of them. It's actually them. And like they're as the characters from the movie. And like there's a couple different ones. Like one of them, they're running to bust into a door, and they got the big hammer to smash the door down, and they're running up, and then Cabby Lame shows up. He's like, and then he grabs the doorknob and twists it and opens the door. But the fact that he actually got those two to work with him, like that was really cool stuff. Yeah, good stuff. So anyway, today it's Friday. I want to do something not really different, but a little different in the sense that I want to. All the videos that I have lined up for today that I wanted to watch are people who I haven't shown any love to in a while. Because I pretty much have like my daily defaults. Like I'm always with the Unclean Hands and the Blackheart Night and NCR News Network. I love you guys always, absolutely, and always show your videos. But there's a lot of other creators who I never really show their stuff, So today I wanted to stick with maybe some different people a little bit, just to spread the love, make sure everybody gets some. Chris Killings here. What's up, Chris? Great to see you. Gutenberg morning. Guten Tag. All right. So we got Pug Sees Dumb People. We got Degeneration Nation. I haven't done a Degeneration Nation video in forever. Vilified, we haven't done Vilified in a while. A bunch of other stuff. But let's go ahead and get this parted. We're going to start with the Pug Sees Dumb People video. And I will. All right, this is a link to the video, but you should be able to get to the channel from here. I'll go ahead and drop this. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so here we go. And check this out. Okay, here we go. Let's get this video going. Ooh, baby, baby, baby. Here you go. All right. Pugsy's dead, people. Oh, and I'll warn you right now, a little bit of a headphone warning. When she first cuts in with her commentary, it's pretty loud. But then the video itself, the audio drops a little. So just keep your eyes for that first bit of commentary from Pug.
Hi, and welcome to Pug Sees Dumb People, where my pug Violet scours the internet looking for people doing the dumbest things, making the dumbest decisions, and she's gotten really good at it. And remember to like and subscribe. It means a lot to her. Hi, and welcome back. We have Judge Oakley today. He is the best sovereign citizen judge there is. He knows exactly what to say to these people. And this guy is just, well, you'll see when you watch the video. This one's just too good. Anyway, enjoy.
And I handled that case right now, Judge Najee Goodman. Mr. Bowditch has spoke to him.
Mr. Bowditch, are you ready on Goodman?
Well, Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Goodman. Mr. Goodman asked me to tell you that the prosecutor in this case has no power of attorney over him. He's an Israelite. There's no grounds under the bar code this matter should be dismissed. I believe he may want to represent himself. You may ask for some clarification if you talk to Mr. Goodman, but that's what he told me to tell you.
Thank you. Mr. Goodman, are you requesting that you represent yourself on this matter? You're muted, Mr. Goodman.
What I'm saying is nobody has power of attorney law over me through the barcode. I'm the beneficiary. My name is not those capital letters, so I'm an Israelite from the 12 tribes. So what I'm saying is I'm representing myself. That's all that needs to be said, because that's what the law is. I got common law jurisdiction. It's a non-violent crime. So I push for it to be dismissed under the barcode.
Well, it's not going to be dismissed today. So simple question. Are you representing yourself from this point forward? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm counseling myself.
All right. Mr. Bowditch, you're out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Said, are you planning on filing a motion, or would you like to set this case for trial?
I'm planning on filing a motion to dismissal because there's no grounds or no standing over my case, because nobody has power of attorney law to hear me, to even take this process even further. You got to prove that first. You got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me to hear this matter.
Okay,
I'm an Israelite.
You're saying, but you don't know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about. You don't have power of attorney law. The prosecutor don't have power of attorney law. You don't have power of attorney law. It's under the barcode.
Mr. Goodman, please do not interrupt me. I'm trying to be polite.
Okay, it's under the barcode though. This is what you signed up to do. You're a public servant. So
Right, unless you are a price on a can of beans, we don't need a barcode.
Yes, I am. I'm not.
Oh, I remember this one. This is great. This is a classic. I didn't even realize that it was the same one, but yeah, that's cool seeing this again, because this is great stuff. If you don't have the barcode and the judges, wait, if you haven't seen this clip before, I'm glad this is here, because this is awesome. I'll rewind a little bit. What the judge is about to say about the barcode is awesome. This is great stuff. Here. Let's go back a little bit. Check this out, guys.
I'm a human being. I'm not a deity. I'm a human being. I'm a living man. I'm a living being. I'm not no cargo. I'm not none of that. It's under the barcode. This is the real law.
Come here.
Yeah, no standing or no ground.
Mr. Goodman, I'm going to give you a date for your motion.
I'm only here to claim cohesion.
Pardon me?
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. Do you agree?
I can't understand what you're saying. I think you're too close to your mic.
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. Do you agree?
I can't understand you, so no, I don't agree. I hear you're something
Okay,
all the time, but I
I
don't know
want
what you're
my
saying.
rights intact to me at all times. I want all my rights intact to me at all times.
I can't understand you.
Okay.
Are you still living on border? Are you still living on border? Mr. Goodman, are you still living on border?
Ashley, keep yourself muted, please. Your child keeps crying. Thank you.
No, I live somewhere else. I moved.
All right, can you give me that address, please?
I will stay at hotel rooms from time to time because I don't have no house right now. So I've been staying in hotel rooms.
Geographically, where are you at today?
Detroit, Michigan.
All right. So my next pretrial date is when, Heather?
It is March 8th.
All right. So Mr. Goodman, I'm going to give you a date on March 8th to file a motion. You file a motion, we'll hear it on March 8th. That's going to be in person.
Motion for dismissal?
Whatever you want to file a motion. You said you wanted to file a motion. So I'm giving you a hearing date for your motion.
What time?
We'll schedule that at 10 a.m. and this is going to be live. No Zoom.
All right.
Having trouble
All right. I
with
want
the audio.
all my rights intact to me at all times.
Pardon
I'm
me?
only here till 3. I just want all my rights intact to me at all times. And everybody just got to prove that they got power of attorney law.
You got to slow down because you're talking so fast I can't understand you. I keep hearing all time, but that's all I'm getting.
Okay, what I'm saying is for the dismissal, I'm about to put it in today. You got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me. I'm going to have to sue the courthouse for 100-fold.
Mr. Goodman, I don't have to prove a damn thing to you, sir. If you're here on the
You got to
eighth, we'll
prove
listen to your motion.
you got to
If you're
prove
not
that you
here on
got
the eighth,
power of
we'll issue
attorney
it.
law over me. You don't have power. I don't care what you're talking about.
Attorney over you, Mr. Goodman. Listen
Yes,
to
you
me.
do. You need power of attorney law to talk to me. You ain't got no ground. You ain't no standing. You ain't got no ground to understand it. I got the affidavit of truth right here. I got authenticate birth certificate. I got a letter of intent over here right now. I broke all my contracts with the government. I'm not those capital letters. I'm with the 12 tribes of Israel. My name is Israel. I'm an Israelite. I'm with the 12 tribes of Israel. You don't got no power of attorney law over me. I'm pushing for dismissal. I'm suing your courthouse for 100-fold.
Well, that's the end of that hearing, and that was a lot of fun, but you'll see in a minute, I think the judge proved jurisdiction after all.
Try it again, counsel. I'm sorry.
Good morning, Your Honor. Patricia Manning for the people, P84088.
All right. And Mr. Goodman, can you hear us okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Ms. Murphy, what are we doing on these files?
Judge, it's my understanding that Mr. Goodman has an appointment at the Forensic Center on January 31st. As Your Honor knows, he has pending cases in Frank Murphy. He went before Judge Michael Callahan yesterday. He was, his bond was reinstated with a tether. I believe Your Honor has put a 10% bond on Mr. Goodman. You know, Your Honor, that I'm going to ask you to reduce that bond to something affordable.
All right. So I've got two files. One file's got that 250, 10% with a GPS tether. That would be the February 5, 2022 incident date. And then the other file, which is the misdemeanor file from May 10, 2019, he's just on a personal on that one with a GPS tether.
Right, and you know, Your Honor, that I don't represent him on the DV.
Right. But he finally does have a date for a forensic exam?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. So you just want to adjourn the PCC?
Yes, Judge. And ask for a reduction in bond.
Thank you. And Mr. Goodman, have you talked to an attorney on the domestic violence case, or are you representing yourself on that one?
I have nobody to represent me. I think it was Langford or something was supposed to be my attorney.
Yeah, he was your attorney until you wanted to go pro se.
I'm not sure how it went south.
Okay. All right, counsel, go ahead and make your bond argument. But before you do, just so we're all on the same page, my notes say it's 25,000, 10%, no contact with complaining victim, and GPS tether. Is that your understanding?
So Judge, I thought it was 250,000, 10%,
It is. I don't know
25,000.
what I just said, but
Oh,
my file says 250, well, yeah, 250,000, 10%, correct.
so Judge, I mean, obviously that's unaffordable. Mr. Goodman is not a man of means. He and his significant other just acquired new housing, Your Honor. They have a baby. Mr. Goodman needs to be there to assist with childcare responsibilities because both of them were working before Mr. Goodman was taken into custody. I know we've had some issues, Your Honor, with appearing in court. Mr. Goodman has had transportation issues with respect to getting to the forensic center, and that was his issue, Judge. The tether violation was simply a malfunction of equipment. So I would ask Your Honor to, and since they do not have means, Your Honor, I would ask Your Honor to reduce I'm asking Your Honor for a personal with the tether.
Response.
Um,
And counsel, you don't have to jump up to talk to me. I know it's instinctive, but it's okay if you don't.
Thank you, Your Honor. It is instinctive. Your Honor, in this case, he is before us for a misdemeanor DV. I understand he does have some pending felonies. I understand he's on a GPS tether for the felonies. I believe at this time, the most important thing is that he remain on, or that if he is released, he remains on a GPS tether. So in this case, I would not object to a personal bond.
All right. Ms. Murphy, unfortunately, this is one of those situations where I don't care what the parties think, because I've got a long history. This building's got a long history with Mr. Goodman not showing up in court. So I set the bond for that reason. I'm keeping the bond as it is for that reason.
I think I might be crushing on this judge. I just love how straightforward he is. No sugarcoating with anything. And this guy wants to get out and help take care of the baby. Is that the woman that he is in jail for on a DV right now? Because I think she'd be better off having maybe her mother help with the baby or something instead of a lowlife like this. It just feels like he can hurt women. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I like this one a lot. And I'll see you in the next. Bye.
All right. All right. Round of applause for Pug C's dumb people. Sometimes when I watch these guys, it reminds me of a line of dialogue from the original Superman movie when Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor is talking to Otis, and he's like, "It's amazing to me to think how that tiny little brain of yours is powerful enough to even make those legs move." Hey, Lexi Ann is here. What's up, Lexi? Great to see you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. That's awesome. Anyway, yeah, man, the stupidity on display. The woefully ignorant among us tend to be sovereign citizens and First Amendment auditors. But, I mean, what else do you expect? Stupid is as stupid does, my mama always said. And, yeah, they do a lot of stupid over there, that's for sure. Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. Oh, my goodness gracious me. So, anyway, guys, we're gonna move on real quick. There's not too much to say about that. I mean, well, first of all, okay, let's go back. All right, the whole barcode thing, because that was the selling point that got me on this video in the first place. It's funny because, like, these guys, they're so twisted, and especially when you're dealing with the judge, like, I love judges who know these guys and know their arguments and know what they're talking about and just shut them down immediately because it's like, whatever. But sometimes it's interesting watching the judges who don't deal with these guys a lot, because since everything they're saying is basically, no, it is nonsense anyway, sometimes the judges really have no idea what they're saying because what they're saying doesn't make sense and they don't understand the whole sovereign citizen thing. It's like, yeah, man, I don't have a barcode. He's talking about like he's not a member of the bar, which of course he's not. He's not a lawyer, but they think bar means a foreign organization, right? Like it's their whole idea of what the bar is just wrong. It's not the British Accredited Royalty Association. Sorry, pal, that's just not a fact. But they think it is. But he's saying barcode. So the judge is like, unless you're a product on a shelf and somebody's trying to scan you, you don't need a barcode. What the hell are you talking about barcode? I love that. But like, well, you don't have power of attorney. And how many of these guys do that? They like give some random idiot power of attorney and they think that makes them their attorney. And it's like, no, if you're not an attorney, power of attorney is something different. Oh, Chuck, what's up? WV Sniper, what's up? Great to see you guys. Texas Tim, what's up? Rained out. Today's another day. Here, I got something for you guys. Yesterday, I actually went up on Doc's stream for just for a minute. I just popped up there to say hi, because I've been busy with the kids and everything, and I saw Doc was up there. Ray was up there. Oh, wonderful to see her on there. Always good to see her that she's, up for it. So she was up there and Doc was up there. And one of you guys was up there, dagnabbit. It was Mr. Thomas. Yeah. So anyway, I just thought I'd pop up there and say hi to you guys and everything, and show my support and love and blah, blah, blah. And so I was only up there for a minute. But the crazy thing about it is, like, as soon as I went off the stream, the kids and I were going to watch a movie. But first, we had to run to the gas station to get, just to get a little bit of snacks and stuff to watch the movie. And he's like, it was me. So he's like, we come back to watch a movie and we're going to do it. So we go to the gas station. And then, so what we do is, I figured out since I've been living here that the laundromat in the area has a vending machine, and the snacks in the vending machine at the laundromat are cheaper than the snacks they sell at the gas station. So we go to the gas station to get change because they only take change in the vending machine at the laundromat. So we go to the gas station to get change. We go to the laundromat to use the vending machine, and then the power went out in the laundromat. But then we realized all the streetlights were out. Everything was out. Power went out on our whole grid. So I'm like, oh no, our apartment's probably out. And sure enough, we lost power here too. So we came back. Now, luckily, we were watching the movie on my laptop, and it's got the battery, so we were still able to do it. But yeah, for a while last night, we had no power, and it was like in the mid upper 80s at the time, so it got really hot without the air and everything. And for a little bit there, it was kind of a nightmare. But power came back on, and everything was fine, and it's all good now. Obviously, we're here. But yeah, last night that was the little guy. He started getting scared. He's like, "What does this mean? What does this mean?" I'm like, "It doesn't mean anything. And the power goes out sometimes. It's a thing that happens. Big deal." And then my older son, he's like, "Where's your candles?" I'm like, "Oh, no, many." He's like, "How do you not have candles?" I'm like, "Listen, I've only been here for 2 months. I'm still trying to get furniture. I'm not thinking about candles." But anyway, so that was an exciting little, few minutes. But again, once we got the movie going, because this with the battery on this thing, they weren't paying attention to the power being out anymore. And then eventually it kicked back on, and it's all good. So anyway, like I was saying, today I'm trying to do a little bit more of some people that I haven't covered in a while. Just like I said, spread the love. We haven't shown a Degeneration Nation video in forever. So why don't we go ahead and show Degeneration Nation next, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, a video from one and only Degeneration Nation. All right.
I will never leave you two! Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is. In the face! In the face!
Stop being such a fucking degenerate.
Are you ordering me to do a thing?
Bring your whole force. I am not intimidated at all, man. Fucking degenerate.
September 8th, 2023. Police were called to a Comfort Inn after management advised they had a large female in a bathing suit running around on the second floor causing a disturbance, and they want her trespassed.
Yes.
Who is it? Sheriff's Office.
Might I ask what the problem is?
Sheriff's Office.
I was approached by someone, and I would like to know what the problem is. Because I can't even get in my own pool. There was a dog in the parking lot.
Unlock the door. Unlock the door.
You're
gonna
go to jail if you don't open the door.
If you don't open this, you're gonna go to jail.
I'm going to DFAX, and I'm going to my lawyers. I want you all to calm down for a minute.
Unlock the door,
and I will
please.
unlock it for you.
Okay, go ahead and remove it.
Now,
Unlock it.
might I ask why?
Because we're telling you to.
Do you have a warrant?
I don't need a warrant.
Don't need one.
Why was that lady?
You're going to jail.
All right,
That's
you've
it.
been warned.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. If you were truly sorry, you would have opened the door, but I digress.
Yep, so are we. Open the
Okay,
door.
what do you want me to do, baby?
Unlock
Open
the
the
door.
door.
Okay, are you gonna arrest me?
Unlock the door.
No, go get my lawyer.
Okay, now you just added a charge of resisting. Good
No,
job.
I would like to speak with my lawyer. The lady replied to the roots.
Cool. You just got trespass after warning and resisting.
I'm going to leave if it's all right.
Yeah, come on
you
out.
are leaving.
Come on out.
I went to the hotel across the street, tried to poison me over chlorine. I tried to go there last night to run from the guy that I believe is a pedophile above my head. And then I was refused service at 2 hotels. I've never been in this hotel. I say to myself, I'm going to go
Room
to the pool,
326.
enjoy the pool, and go about all this city freaking business that I still have to do because my aunt has just died.
Man, would
So
you
now
unlock the
I
door,
have to try to
please?
Make sure that my money from my grandmother that she took illegally from me is secure. Is that?
I can't talk to you through the door. Would you unlock the door, please?
I don't want y'all to rush on me.
We're not going to rush on you. You open the door.
Guys just were like, la, 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 la.
All right, well, da-la-la-la-la-la, open the
Well,
door.
that's a big deal to some people,
All
okay?
right, well, da-la-la-la-la, open the
That's
door.
like something getting poisoning.
Unlock the door, please.
Sir, I'm just asking. I told you guys about Wilson's
Okay, just
thing that was closed.
remove that lock and we'll talk further.
Well, might we go outside so that I can?
Yeah,
I think
step
that
on
sounds
out.
like an excellent idea. Why don't you
Step on
unlock
out.
that door?
I'm trying to compromise with you guys.
Okay, well,
You know how scary it is
we're-
being in my position? My mom is
Yes,
dead.
ma'am. We're in a
My
compromising
stepdad's
mood. Go ahead and open that up.
I'm trying to get to my own business, and there is so many.
Would you unlock the
people
door,
like there was a
please?
Gold hoop in the floor.
We're getting a
Now,
special
I
key
haven't
for that
called
door.
the
If we have to
private
use that,
investigators
are you going to open it
So
or
what
not?
might be occurring?
Okay, he's already
I don't know. What do you want me to do? Keep forcing the blonde on me? Because she looks like a
Blonde?
psychopath. That means she might be. It isn't her. Sir, calm down. And I'll give you a second. Just
You
calm
gonna do
down. You don't have to break in the door. Just
Apparently
calm
you
down.
do.
Just chill. I'll open.
Unlock it. Here we go.
Look, man, what do you want me to say to you? That's,
Fantastic.
I want
All
to
right.
speak with my lawyer.
Okay, you're going to need a lawyer.
Yes, you do. Sir, chill the fuck out, yo. You are an abomination.
Wow, she's calling him an abomination? People in glass houses should not throw stones.
And who might y'all be? Age, rank, number, motherfucker. How many of us have you fucking done? Oh.
Put your hands behind your back.
Wow. This is crazy. This is like an episode of Cops. That was nuts. I wasn't expecting that. I heard there was a taser in this video, but wow. I didn't realize it was. Oh, no. That's crazy. Frauditor Roundup is here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Good to see ya. Oh, crap. I got food cooking. All right. I'm sorry. I just realized I forgot to turn the stove off. I got to run fast to make sure I don't start a fire here. Let me just move to the next video real fast. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot. Here we go.
They say you attract what you fear. I fear about $10 million. You know, I think the real reason that this whole generation is so angry is because their music sucks. I just learned the German word for constipation. Far from pooping. It's just in. The CEO of Pepsi was fired. He tested positive for Coke. I would truly be a liar if I said that videos like this did not bring me some type of joy.
What we got here?
No, don't you worry about that. It's a bunch of none of your business, my peeps. I'm sorry. Say what you want to. That's the guys always saying, my peeps, my peeps. I don't know. Just talking about my peeps. You know, that it gets old. I don't say Bubba no more. There's other people who ran and just beat that to hell and back. I'm trying to make you can only hear that so many times, and you're like, good night. Look, I even fast forwarded ahead. He's standing there recording so long, they come down and close it up. Like, what is this dude doing? He's about to grab something and run.
Looks like one, pretty good.
A few moments later.
Tell me, where are you from?
Huh?
Where are you from?
Where am I from? New York.
Yeah, but why are you recording? I'm sorry.
Huh?
Why are you recording?
I'm doing a video.
Yeah, that part was obvious. He said, why are you recording? Not what are you doing? Anyhow, bear with it a few more minutes. We're going to get to the good part. Of course, they're going to record you back or get your picture. What if something happens? I'm going to do the same thing. I probably already sent your picture over to one of my friends already.
Why are you recording?
I'll do videos.
Videos for who?
For who?
Yeah. How are you asking me?
Iraq.
I hate so much about
the things that you choose to be.
Have a good day.
Okay. All right, we're done.
All of us have been told since the beginning of time, or at least our time, if you mess around, you're going to find out. Don't go grabbing the bull by the horns unless you're ready to get poked. Don't come home crying if you did not fight back. As I've said time and time again, most of these frauditors have not learned a thing, okay? They're just wandering nomadic idiots, okay? Or nomad idiots, I think maybe it'd be the better way of putting it. My point being a wandering idiot playing games, and eventually they're going to find out. Now, he done made it through the lower level, but here comes the final boss.
friend. What's going on? What's going on? You okay? How are you? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, hello, hi, bye. Jesus, not friendly, my please.
No, no, you mistake a person minding their own business for not being friendly. Man's working on something. The other men you're bothering, they're working on something. People have things to do, money to earn, lives to live. And then here comes this jackwagon nobody with a camera or a cell phone on a gimbal. Who the hell are even you? And you're going to try to throw a monkey wrench into what they got going on? No. This man is busy. And what you've done is interrupted a busy man. And some men who are busy
don't want to be messed with.
Huh?
Well,
What's going on? How you doing?
Close the camera.
Huh?
Close the camera.
What do you mean close the camera?
Close the camera.
Why?
Why? Because my sub.
Huh?
This is my sub.
Is your what?
My sub.
Your sub?
Yes.
Your stuff?
Yes.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
What happened?
Go.
Go where?
From my shop.
Oh, your shop?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not in your shop.
Why?
I'm not in your shop.
Yes, well, why the camera from my shop?
Because I do videos.
Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Why not?
My friend, no. Close.
Close?
Yes.
Who are you?
The boss of the shop.
You the boss?
Yes.
You're not my boss.
My friend, go.
That right there was the best advice he could possibly get this afternoon, because he's not going to like anything that happens next. You see, some people walk around and they try to be the tough guy. I don't speak out of bounds. You know, I know that I'm almost 50 years old. I ain't going out here doing nothing. I ain't going to take nothing you run up on me, though, neither. You could take that to the bank and you can cash it. But what I'm saying is some of these people, they just bark all over like they're something. They just carry themselves around like, you know, they can just do whatever they want. There's nothing wrong with being humble. You walk around like you're Billy, you know, someone's going to want to find out. And that leads us to your second problem. If you're unable to back up this character that you have inflated, I'm here to tell you, this is going to happen right here.
Best thing to do, close it. All right, close it.
Τώρα είναι έξω με την κάμερα και τραβάει. Τι άλλο θέλεις? Με βίντεο, έχει βίντεο και τραβάει, ναι.
What's he saying, my boy? Was that German?
Θα τα κάνεις σου, ρε.
Oh, Lord. Well, anyways, my boys, we got to stick around now.
Oh, no. I know this is me in the future yelling back to you in the past, but I'm telling you, no, sticking around here and doing this, ultimate bad idea. And I mean bad idea.
What? He says it's a bad idea.
He called somebody and somebody called the cops, and now we got to wait for the cops to come and tell that somebody that it's okay for me to record, so that somebody could tell the cop could tell him.
Delusion.
And everybody could be educated, my person. Lord. Oh, look at the boss. Look at the boss. He came out. Huh? What happened, bro? What's the problem? What's the problem, bro?
It's my shop.
I don't care.
Το μουνί της μάνας σου.
I'm not in your shop.
Σοβαρά.
It's the sidewalk. Yo, touch my shit again. Yo, move.
Oh, really?
Move back. Move back. Move back.
That's me.
Move back. Move back.
Finally, something we agree on.
My pay, look, he smacked that again.
Τα αρχίδια μου.
He smacked that again. He do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
I gotta be honest with everybody. We here at Vilified Freedom support all of that.
Oh, Lord. I got John, my baby.
Okay.
I got John. By him. By him.
Well, for starters, you said you was going to do a whole bunch of stuff, right? Turns out not so. Stop eating. Turns out not so much. And now you're talking about you got jumped. Now listen, I don't know where you guys are from, but I'm originally from Akron, Ohio. And when you get jumped, it's multiple people whooping on you. Not one guy trying to go one-on-one with you. You're currently so out of breath. You couldn't fight off anybody. So stop walking around as if you're a caveman. I mean, seriously, all these guys out here, look, we got to be honest with ourselves. Not everybody is the tough guy, okay? I'll speak for myself. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm not out here trying to play tough for nobody. It's a white cheddar corn, so if you know, you know. It's hard to not eat it. But the point still stands, okay? Can't be walking around acting like you're the, the next whatever. I don't even know. When you can't even breathe to fight off come on, man. I got a good idea. Leave the fighting to the boxers, cage fighters, MMA, all that. It's not for everybody.
Yo, move back, bro. Oh, Lord. Ah. Oh, Lord. Whew. Bro, move back, move back. Yo, move back, bro. Move back. Yo, move back. Move back. Move. Hold him. Hold him, bro.
Look, I don't know his name. I don't follow his channel. None of that stuff. But what I can tell you right now, can't say you a street cat when you want the police. You want ambulance, you want fill out forms and the whole nine. So I don't know what he says on his channel, but don't let him go saying he's no street cat. B, clearly he's not a fighter. That's obvious. So the tough guy persona, if he does still have that, I'd give that up.
Yo, he's attacking me, bro.
All right, relax. What's going on? What are you doing?
Give me a second. Let me breathe, bro. He's chasing me, bro. Look.
What's going on?
I'm recording, bro.
What are you recording?
Video, I'm vlogging.
What?
I'm vlogging.
What are you vlogging?
YouTube. He broke my camera. He got my camera.
Okay, hold on.
Let me breathe. Let me breathe.
All right, take a second.
Let me breathe. Give me a second, my please.
Hell yes.
They jumped me. Him. All the other ones, bro. Whew. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. He stole my camera, yo. Please give me my camera back. He broke it. He followed me with them sticks, with them things. And as you saw when you put up, you saw it, right?
Relax. Stand against the wall. Relax.
Why I gotta stand against the wall, bro? You see my face?
What are you recording?
I record. I'm a YouTuber. That's what I do.
No!
Jesus said, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess before my Father which is in heaven.
All right. Round of applause for Vilified Freedom. A round of applause for Eli getting some back. I mean, you want to talk about a vicious punk thug. Eli is right there at the top of the list. I mean, this guy has been around running, causing chaos and havoc in the streets of New York forever now. The dude, he's not he's not a good person. Without cops, a frauditor can't operate. Yes, that's the thing. The frauditors love running into the cops whenever anybody touches them. But what do I always say, right? The frauditors are, and I mean, Eli's like one of the worst of the worst. But, well, as of now, as far as I'm concerned, this week, Kootenai County Press is the number one worst frauditor of them all because he shot somebody. He shot an unarmed homeless man because the homeless man didn't want to be filmed. So that's where it's come to now, guys. Great stuff. And they wonder why we don't respect them. But if you look at all of them, right, the entire movement as a whole, right, what it comes down to is they're out to ruin people's lives. That's it. That's all they're trying to do. Oh, we're fighting for your right. No, you're not. Because then you would fight for rights. You wouldn't stand out in front of a private business and film the people while they're working. And when they ask you what's going on, just be rude to them. What is that? What is that? Well, we're trying to educate people. The way that these guys educate people is exactly the same thing as saying if you're trying to teach your little kids not to play with fire, you take a torch, you light it, and you burn them. And you stab them a few times with the flame. See, fire's bad, you see? I'm going to teach you that it's legal for me to film you and swear at you and be rude to you and try to destroy your life and your business and everything else. Because it's legal for me to do it. I'm going to educate you that by doing that to you. Like, if you don't want to be filmed, and I say this every day, you are going to be punished. Either they're going to publicly humiliate you on their YouTube channel, which is a global platform. So global public humiliation by calling you a Darren and a Karen and a snowflake and saying that you don't believe in freedom and you don't believe in the Constitution and you hate rights and you hate America and whatever else they could think of to make you look bad, to publicly humiliate you. That's the bare minimum punishment you're going to get if you have the audacity to say, I don't want to be filmed or please don't film me. How dare you say that to a frauditor? You're going to be punished for having the audacity to speak those words. And if they're filming you at a place and you're working, they'll try to get you fired. They'll try to get complaints against you, right? They'll complain to your manager. They'll have their fans. And that's another one. Their fans are worse than they are sometimes. Their fans are seriously vicious thugs. So they're calling these people. They're call flooding. And the calls these people are getting, they're not, I saw a video where I think you were rude and I just wanted to let. No, they're getting calls like, I'm going to come there. I'm going to bomb that place. I'm going to burn it down. I'm going to rape you. I'm going to kill your mother. I'm going to destroy your family. I'm going to find out where you live. These are the calls they're getting when they're call flooded by the fans of these guys. Why? Why are you being put through that? Because you asked someone not to film you. And they're going to destroy you for having the audacity to speak with your First Amendment right to say words. But those words were, please don't film me. That's it. Your life is over. They're going to try to get you fired. They're going to try to make you cry. They laugh when they make people cry. They think it's hilarious. Get people fired. They think that's super funny. Next level after that, you don't want to be filmed. You're going to get pepper sprayed for having the audacity to say you don't want to be filmed. And now, thanks to Kootenai County Press, they'll just shoot you flat out. Why not? Screw it. Frauditors have no rules because they're engaged in a First Amendment protected activity. And that's the thing. That's what's so dangerous about their philosophy at this point. It's like the sovereign citizens. Their philosophy is dangerous because it's this idea that the government has no jurisdiction over them, period. So, although when they try to rationalize it to you, they'll say, well, if there's no victim, there's no crime. But we've seen it over and over again now with the soft sits, where even if there is a victim, the fundamental basis of their argument is you have no jurisdiction to prosecute me no matter what I do. So I can drive over people with my car. I can steal money from people. I can smash into people's property in the street. I can just walk into somebody's house and say it's mine because you have no jurisdiction to prosecute me anyway. So I can do whatever I want. Now, again, sovereign citizens light, the frauditors, take that same philosophy but put it on the camera. As long as I am doing this, I'm engaged in a First Amendment protected activity, and anything else I do is legal. I can pepper spray people. I can shoot people. I can have my fans call for people. I can try to get businesses ruined. I can try to destroy people's lives. As long as I'm doing holding this while I'm doing it, it's okay because I'm engaged in a First Amendment protected activity while I'm doing it. They think that holding their camera shields them from all laws, all consequences, all rules, all everything. They don't care. And they really don't care about people. I mean, they really don't. I mean, how many of them say, how many times have you heard, oh, what are you going to call the feelings police? Well, your feelings don't go over my rights. Exactly. They do not care about other people's feelings. They do not care about other people at all. All they care about is their YouTube money. That's all that matters to them. That's all they care about. That's all that matters to them. It makes me scream and shout, you butterbrain douche canoes, I do not like you because you're out there causing trouble and trying to ruin people's lives and you think it's cool and you think it's fun, but you're whittling away at our rights because the laws that actually do have some sort of limitations on our freedoms wouldn't even be on the table if you guys weren't out there doing what you're doing. And the general public wouldn't support these laws if it wasn't for butterbrains like you out there causing trouble, wreaking havoc, and people will say, oh, I know these guys. They're the ones that treat me like dirt and treat my family like dirt and try to get me fired and all that. So then they support this crap. Oh, yeah, they have to say they're a journalist. Yep. That way they'll be covered by freedom of the press. I'm feeling threatened. Pepper spray, right? Oh, yeah, don't forget they call him dunce cap. You dunce cap. Wouldn't it? See, that's the thing. You would be a dunce. That's what's another reason why Chile is so freaking stupid. You would call them a dunce. The dunce cap goes on the dunce. You dunce. But these idiots, they don't even know that. You're a dunce cap. Okay, so I'm the thing that the idiot wears. So are you the idiot? And you're the dunce and I'm the dunce cap? Oh man. Yeah, it's like this whole thing has gone so far beyond just hanging out in the post office with your camera and being an idiot. You know, as soon as that butterbrain potato head douche canoe pulled that trigger the other day, that just no, that's not the proper way to handle any situation. Oh my goodness gracious me, not good. As long as they say something enough that makes it true. I'm a journalist. That's an illegal sign. It's a crime not identifying, right? The law is ultimately about empathy, the ability to feel things and how others would feel if you were in their position. How would you feel if someone stole from you? Exactly. Blackheart makes a great point. They always say, well, laws can't have anything to do with feelings or whatever. Why is stealing wrong? Well, because you're causing harm or whatever. How? Why? How? It's just a thing. You steal from them, all you're doing is a physical object, right? But they would feel bad that you stole it from them. They so much, oh man. Why is it wrong to kill somebody? They don't feel anything after they're dead, so who cares? Well, their family will be sad that their loved one has passed away. I don't know. The idea that feelings mean nothing just means that these guys don't care about people. They have no empathy at all. And they're admitting it openly when they say feelings don't matter. Billy Egg for $2. I'll probably be Chili's dunce cap. That's right. Here's your happy dance, buddy. All right. Thank you so much. And with that, a reminder that this month we are bringing back the monthly drawing, so that donation gets your name added to the monthly drawing, which will include the grand prize is going to be a baby voodoo doll of your very own. We have different colors to choose from. We got black, we got yellow, we got brown. I think there's no green though. They don't make green. That's crazy. But yeah, there's blue, there's purple, there's a whole bunch to choose from. And then you also get there's going to be 10 prizes total, including dancing cop cards. I'll show you one of those in case you haven't seen them before. I keep them in sleeves. Look at this. It's just a regular playing card, but it's a dancing cop. Look at it. Yeah. Good stuff. And it could be yours for the low price of any donation in any amount. It will automatically get your name added to the drawing. And we pick the winners, of course, at random at the beginning of next month. That'll be a nice way to start July for the 4th of July Independence Day holiday. 3 cheers for the 4th of July. All right. What? Oh, hi. Welcome to the show, guys. Great to see you on this beautiful Friday. Here we are. Let's see. I pray that this is the domino that starts the downfall of all the frauditors. Yes. Hopefully, the hope is that, this guy doing this, taking it to the level of ultimate violence, right? That will really start to open people's eyes a little bit more as to just how ridiculously insane these people are and how vicious they really are. Because they always love to make the argument, oh, well, I'm just standing there filming. But no, you're not. No, you're not. You're trying to assert your dominance. You're trying to assert tyrannical control over the populace. Not just government workers, not just everybody. Like the video we just saw. Regular person, just a regular dude. Why are you filming me? Oh, you asked me why I'm filming. Now you're going to get punished, pal. Sorry, you're not allowed to say those words. You're fighting for free speech, but if somebody says to you, don't film me, they're not allowed to say that. You're going to punish them for having the audacity to say words, and yet you call other people tyrants? Ancient Chart Music and Arts here. What's up? Good to see you. Oh, it's time for the cup cake happy dance. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right. Okay. Ole. All right. Yes. Cupcake time. Yes. Cupcake time. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. We love cupcake. That's right, Graham, from the Graham and Bob Show. Oh, it's a Bob. Oh, no. I almost want to pay twice a month to shave a year off the you guys were having a conversation about something else. Okay, and I jumped in the middle of it. Thank you very much. I appreciate the appreciation. Hey, thank you very much. Oh, yeah. yes. The king. I'm the king, baby. What was it? I forget the name of the dude. There was a song. I think it was late 80s, early 90s. It's Elvis is everywhere. Elvis is everything. Elvis is everybody. Elvis is still the king. I said, Elvis. Trying to remember who wrote that. Anyway. Oh. Have you guys ever heard of a movie? I don't know if I'm necessarily recommending it because it's got to be something. Hey, Anastasia Beaverhouse is here. Beaverhouse said, what's up? Society Red, what's up? Great to see you. Great to see you. Great to see you on this beautiful Friday morning. Hi, we start with 5 gifted memberships. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Here's your happy dance, buddy. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Highway Star. Thank you so much. You're so generous. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. So anyway, it's really different, you know, so you have to be like into different, John Elvis is everywhere from John Boy and Billy. That may very well be it. The Donna Rogers, what's up? There's a movie called Bubba Hotep. Bubba Hotep. It's based on Imhotep, which is the name of the mummy, and in the mummy movies. And Bubba Hotep is a crazy movie. It's Elvis. This is it. The concept of the movie is that Elvis wanted to take a vacation because he was Elvis. He couldn't go anywhere or do anything without everyone being recognizing him or whatever. So he had to plan it out and like sneak away. So he figured the only way he could pull it off is to find a lookalike to replace him for a few months while he was out of town on vacation. The lookalike is the guy who died on the toilet. So when he came back and started telling everybody he was Elvis, nobody believed him. So they ended up locking him up in an institution because he actually believes he's Elvis. And everyone knows that Elvis is dead. So in this movie, it's like later on, like at the time the movie took place, like I said, I think it was made in the late 80s, early 90s. I think it was in the 90s. So it takes place at that time. So it's an old Elvis who's been locked up in a nursing home who's in a nursing home now, but's been, you know, in the nut houses forever because he really is Elvis. We, the audience, know that, but everyone else thinks he's just nuts. But this movie's nuts because it's not just that premise, but while they're in the old folks' home, they get attacked by the mummy. The mummy starts murdering all the old people in the old folks' home. So Elvis has to use his karate to fight them off. I didn't write the movie. I'm just telling you, it's out there. Greg Jonik for $5. Oh, no, he gifted 5 Frauditor Follies memberships. That's 10 memberships in one day. Here's your happy dance, Greg. All right. Thank you so much. Yes. So Elvis meets Cocoon, right? No, it's Elvis meets the mummy. Bubba Hotep. He fights the mummy, and it's a really, really crazy. It's a crazy movie. I mean, the whole story. And one of the people he's in the old folks' home with, which is like for, you know, people who are crazy and are old. He's a patient there, and one of his buddies is this guy who says he's John F. Kennedy, but like he's this old black man, and he's like, no, they dyed my skin and put me in here so that people wouldn't find me, and they faked my death too. And then it's like Elvis like can't really say, well, you're not John Kennedy because, well, I'm Elvis, and nobody believes me when I say that. So who knows? Maybe you're, you know, we don't know. And then again, at the end, he has to beat up the mummy. It's a really weird movie. It's Bubba Hotep. Again, I'm not necessarily recommending it. I'm not saying it's great. I loved it, but I love crazy stuff like that. iKiss is here. What's up, iKiss? Good to see you. Anyway, oh, that's the same director who made the Phantasm movies. All right, see, there you go. Right on. So if you're into that, that's great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I think today I'm going to watch Close Encounters of the Third Kind with the kids. But, you know, we were talking about Elvis. I got the shirt on, the Elvis. So I was thinking about Elvis. So I started talking about Elvis. The king, baby. Here I am. That used to be my Elvis impersonation. When I was young, like really young, like everyone in the neighborhood knew me. Like, well, knew this about me. Like I'd be walking down the street and other kids, it was always kids my age would hear, obviously, from school or whatever, even if I've never seen them before. They'd see me and they'd be like, dude, do Elvis. And then I'd make a big production. Every time I'd make a big production, I'd be like, okay, wait a minute, hold on, stop. And then I'd stand up and I'd turn sideways. I'd look at them and I'd look around and I'd go, oh, and that was it. Irish Dublin, what's up? Good morning, great to see you. Anyway, let's get on to the next video. This one's going to be from the channel Court in Session. This is another sovereign citizen in court, but this SovCit is saying that it accuses the judge of trying to scam her, him, it, whatever. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a woman. Sometimes I watch these, and especially now when I'm watching these while the kids are around, I get jumbled in my head which one is which. But I think I got the right one. Let's get into it. Yes, Bruce Campbell plays Elvis. Exactly. That's the thing. That's what made me watch the movie at the time when it came out, was because Bruce Campbell was in it, and I love Bruce Campbell. And yes, he plays Elvis in that movie. It's wild film. Anyway, here we go.
Not have jurisdiction over me. You do not have judicial authority in North America. You are working for a municipality called the state of Michigan. You have no jurisdiction. You are an attorney. You work for a corporation. You are in a municipal capacity.
Yes, sir.
Before you call the case you think I might be here on, I've had a chance to talk to Miss Seeley. She was in the MIDC waiting room, and I explained the charges to Miss Seeley. However, she would like to know under which jurisdiction I operate. I've explained that I'm a criminal defense attorney, and I don't operate under any jurisdiction, so I don't think she's seeking the services of an attorney at this time, and the court may like to speak with her.
Thank you, Mr. Batar.
You're welcome, Judge.
These are 23HR0457A, B, and C. These are Huron Township versus Bonita Seeley. Ms. Seeley, were you able to hear the charges now?
Oh, first of all, are we on the record?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are we under penalty and perjury?
Are we on what, ma'am?
On the penalty and perjury, is he willing to swear in?
I'm sorry, ma'am, I can barely hear you.
I said, is everybody willing to swear in under penalty and perjury?
Ma'am, we're not taking testimony as of yet. Today is the day and time scheduled for the pre-hearing and adjourned arraignment pretrial in these matters.
Now, is it just me, or does it seem like all of these sovereign citizens, the Moors, the SovCits, the Frauditors are a little bit different, some of them. But is it just me, or do these sovereign citizens seem to believe that if they're in court, it's a trial? Like, no matter what, they always talk like they're on trial. They want to start presenting evidence and arguing the case. And then it's like, well, are you pleading guilty or not guilty? Well, we're not even there yet. We don't even know if you're pleading not guilty or guilty, or if you want a lawyer. Oh, well, I'm not giving up any of my rights. Well, you either have to give up your right to a lawyer or your right to represent yourself. You can't be both. Oh, no, I'm sui juris. What? You're sue idiot. What the? Like, and the one that I hate the most, I agree, as for press. That's right. Put me as a write-in, guys. That'll be awesome. But this when they're in court, the one thing in particular that so many of them say that always drives me nuts is, you guys are violating my rights to due process and all that by having me in court. And it's like, you're in court. That is your right to due process. That's why these courts exist, is because you have the right to this process. So the fact that you're here in and of itself cannot be a violation of that right. The fact that you're in this building right now is us trying to uphold your rights. That's the whole reason this building even exists, is so that we can do that. They believe they're on trial when they're on the side of the road. Yeah, that's the thing. They want the cops to be judge, jury, and executioner. But imagine how much they would freak out if that actually was the case, if this was Judge Dredd world. Then they'd really be crying about tyranny. But it's like they want the cops to determine the whole case on the side of the road. Oh, well, technically, I don't care about technically. You tell the judge. I'm either going to give you a warning or I'm going to give you a ticket. If I give you a ticket, you show up to court, you explain it to the judge. If you're right, she'll let you go. What's the problem? Well, no, there is no. Listen, I know all your argument, me. But that's what it comes down to. When you're on trial, you explain it. But these guys are not even on trial yet. They're on a pretrial hearing, a conference. Oh, well, it's jurisdiction. And no, shut up. Yeah, but I had this and that, but you're not on trial yet. Don't tell me what you had or didn't have. Tell them during the trial, unless you want to plead guilty. And Chef M80's here. What's up, Chef? But what's the other thing that they never do? They never address whether or not they actually did what they're accused of. It never even comes up in their argument. Hey, you're accused of driving without a license. Well, you have no jurisdiction. Okay, but did you or did you not have a license when you were pulled over? Well, I'm a sovereign nation unto myself. Okay, were you driving without a license? Yes or no? Well, I don't need a license. I didn't ask you if you need one or not. I said, did you have one with you when you got pulled over? That's what we're trying to find out here now. A second interview. Yes, that's awesome, Chef. That's awesome. I really, really, really hope this works out for you. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Absolutely, positively. I'm glad they called you in for a second interview. I'll tell you what, the easiest job I ever got in my life, years ago, I worked at Burger King. And this was actually, it was before. Well, it was in between. It was like before I started teaching. But once I started teaching, I still was working at Burger King. So it was funny because sometimes I would have some of my students were like my bosses at Burger King. It was really bizarre because I was a substitute teacher. I'd go to different classes. Sometimes I'd teach a class and I'd see people that I work with at Burger King. And like, well, I'm in charge today. And then after school, I get to run home, put on my uniform, run to Burger King. Yeah, I was working two jobs, being a responsible parent and doing the thing other than just wobbling my camera around to call myself a journalist. So anyway, at that time, the Burger King job was the easiest job I ever got in my life. I went there for the first interview. And the first question on the first interview was, what size uniform should we order for you? Okay. Easy peasy. Anyway, let's get back to this douche canoe in court.
It still has to be placed on a record. He still has to be put under penalty and perjury because he's swearing to an alleged crime against him and holding me accountable. So even though this is just a hearing, it still has to be put on notice for the public as well.
Ma'am, today is the day and time scheduled for the pre-hearing and the arraignment pre-trial. Would you state your name for the record, please?
Benita Seeley.
Ms. Seeley, Mr. Batar is the court-appointed attorney assigned to this courtroom for the day. He's indicated that you don't wish to engage his services. Is that correct?
No, let me explain my position. I asked him a simple question about jurisdiction. That's why this hearing has been readjourned for today, because the last hearing, none of the attorneys could answer the question in regards to what jurisdiction that we're operating on. So they want to proceed without addressing the jurisdiction, which is a violation of due process. So in order for him to be represent me on any public record, I have to understand what jurisdictions he's operating on.
Ms. Seeley, if you do not wish to use the court-appointed attorney, and you confirm as much to the court right now, Mr. Bitar can go back, ma'am, Mr. Bitar can go back and do other things that he needs to do this morning. Do you wish to use Mr. Bitar's services, or do you wish to represent yourself this morning, or do you wish to retain counsel through some other mechanism?
Under what charge, under which jurisdiction, and then who's bringing the charges against me?
Ma'am, there were citations issued against you in Huron Township for limited access speeding 11 to 15 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. That's a civil infraction. There's count 2, no proof of insurance. And there is the misdemeanor of driving while license not valid or improper license. Do you wish to use the services of the MIDC attorney, or do you wish to represent yourself this morning, or do you wish to retain counsel?
Who are the parties bringing this claim against me? It's a simple question.
I answered your question, ma'am. I answered your question, ma'am. I answered your question, ma'am.
And could you re-answer it? Because I didn't hear it. Who's bringing the charges against me?
The citation that was issued to you was issued by an officer from Huron Township, Freddie Yono. It's the citation that was issued, is signed.
So it's Freddie.
It has his name and his ID number. Ma'am, my question to you is, do you wish to engage the services of the court-appointed attorney, or may I release him to go back to do some other work?
Wait a minute, I have questions before I can answer on. You're trying to get me to
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yes, it's a,
no,
it's
ma'am.
a due process violation. Objection. Yes.
Miss
Because you're not
Seeley,
hearing
this
me.
is
This
the
is a
Miss
hearing.
Seeley, this is the third and last time I'm asking you. Will you be using Mr. Bitar to represent you this morning, or do you wish to retain your private attorney, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I need to understand what jurisdiction we're under.
Mr. Bitar, you may return to your breakout rooms to meet with other potential clients. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I
Ms.
may,
Seeley, do you intend to represent? I'm sorry, Ms. Foley Carter.
I just want we started this case back in July. Ms. Seeley attended her first pretrial. She demanded that the case be dismissed. I declined. I asked that the case be set for a bench trial. Ms. Seeley objected, and Magistrate Hinman advised her to file a motion stating her objection. Since then, she asked Judge Green for her oath of office.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you read that? Greg Ullman had a dream that Regan Benson was in his house. He reached for the phone and said, "If you don't leave, I'm going to call the cops." And then she left before he called the cops. If I had a dream that Regan Benson was in my house, I think I would have to burn my eyes, even though I didn't actually see it. Oh, that was horrible. That loud probably woke some people up. Let's try it again. All right. Hey, Regan Benson's in your house. That wasn't a dream. That was a nightmare. Oh, man. All right. Anyway, back to it.
And then didn't appear for the court dates before Judge Oakley. So this case has been going on for quite some time with no resolution.
Because I'm asking a question and it requires a rebuttal and it's being ignored. You cannot violate the due process. This is a hearing, and any question that I have needs to be answered. You don't get to sit in the capacity of government and ignore the questions that the people have. Someone's bringing a claim.
I'm sorry. But wait a minute. This is another one of those things where it's like, I know it'll never happen because I've tried to talk to these people before and you can't talk to them. What's up, Cool Clear Water? Like nothing you say means anything to them. And they can't, you can't have a conversation with these people. I've tried. But I really wish that I could actually sit down and have a conversation with one of these people and have them explain to me what their logic is, their illogical logic behind, hey, what jurisdiction is this under? Oh, well, you were pulled over in this county by a sheriff that works for this county, and this is a civil matter, and this is a civil court, so we have jurisdiction for this matter under this, and this. How come you're not addressing the question I asked you, and you refuse to answer my question? I literally just did. Well, I didn't hear you say it again, so they explain it again. See, this isn't fair. You guys are blocking my due process because you refuse to tell me all this stuff. We just did. Like, I don't understand the mentality, like in their thought process, the mentality behind asking a question, they answer it, and then pretending that they didn't. I mean, I know it's because they don't like the answer, because the answer they want is, oh, we have no jurisdiction. I'm sorry, case dismissed, go home. That's the answer they want. But since that's not the answer, you never answered me. Yes, we did. It's the same thing when these idiots get pulled over and say they pulled me over for no reason. No, they pulled you over for a reason. Did you have a license plate on your car? No. Well, there's your reason. Well, that's not a reason. Yes, it is. Just like, oh, these people are so dumb. Dumb.
Against me, and my only question is, are we dealing in a commercial or a common law, also known as a record of law, court? That's simple. So are we in a common law court, yes or no?
Marianne, a in-person bench trial date in this matter, please.
Objection. Are we in a common law court, yes or no?
January 23rd.
Case dismissed.
At 11 o'clock.
Case dismissed because you refuse to rebuttal to the question regarding jurisdiction. You cannot proceed without honoring the jurisdiction. You cannot be in the capacity of a... Yes.
The misdemeanor matter and the two civil infractions that are traveling with it that were issued on April 26, 2023 will be separate in-person bench trial in courtroom number 1.
Objection. I will not be showing up. Objection. I will not be showing up. You refuse to answer the question of jurisdiction. You're trying to get me into the courtroom so you can take me against my will and lock me up in a cage like an animal. Objection. You do not have jurisdiction over me. You do not have judicial authority in North America. You are working for a municipality called the state of Michigan. You have no jurisdiction. You are an attorney. You work for a corporation. You are in a municipal capacity. You have no authority. You call yourself government. Your position is a public servant. I am the objection.
Miss Seeley,
no, you cannot proceed as an attorney. Objection. I will not be showing up in court. I will appeal this matter. Objection.
There is no question pending to you, ma'am. This court will be muting you at this time because the court has muted Ms. Seeley as her responses are not responsive to the matter that is before the court. This matter is being scheduled for trial. If Ms. Seeley wishes to absent herself from that trial, that is her absolute right. That trial date is January 23rd
I will
at
not
11
be showing up.
Oh my goodness, I was muted again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. That video was from Courts in Session. All right, round of applause for Court in Session. Here we go. No, yeah. Florida Jim is in the house. What's up? Good morning, Florida Wrestlers Breakfast Club. Yeah. Cobalt 42. What's up? Oh boy. Mole in a hole. What's up? The sound. of silence. News now enemy. Hashtag rise and shine with Hezokuai. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Yes. Hello, darkness, my friend. Good to be with you again. Oh man, I was watching. One of the things I love about YouTube is I love going back and watching old footage of bands. You know, like stuff that you've never seen before, especially a lot of stuff from the UK that I didn't get here growing up, you know, because it was on local TV, like in France or in the UK or, some sort of Italian television or whatever, just these European or UK, TV show appearances that these bands did that they never showed here in the United States, that thanks to YouTube, I'm able to find this stuff. So I'm always digging for old live footage of bands, and I found old live footage of Simon and Garfunkel from before they became Simon and Garfunkel, and it's amazing because right out of the gate, just watching them, just Paul Simon with an acoustic guitar and Garfunkel singing with them, like right out of the gate, they were amazing. It was just freaking amazing, just watching these two guys like that. Because obviously I saw all the footage of them, 30 years later when they're polished, to a fine chrome finish, shining like a beacon, but when they're first starting out and they were already that polished and that smooth and that tight and that good, amazing. Another one that I really, really like is there's footage of Neil Young just sitting with an acoustic guitar, and he's got the little harmonica thing on his neck like Bob Dylan used to wear. But and he's telling these stories. So these are two songs that he hadn't released yet at the time. And it was Old Man, and the other one was Heart of Gold. But the thing that was amazing about it was, so it's those two songs, right? But before they were released, so people never heard these before. They had no idea what it was. And it's just one guy on stage with an acoustic guitar, no accompaniment at all, just Neil Young on stage with his acoustic guitar and his harmonica. And he had that entire crowd in the palm of his hand the whole time. Absolutely. You could hear a pin drop in that place. He just had everyone mesmerized right out of the gate. Oh, so good, so good. Talent like that, it seems so rare these days, Like, there was a time, when I like watching old concerts. Yeah, the old footage is the best, man. Especially a lot of these people, Neil Young was already, famous at that time, but obviously even more so after that. But I just love watching that old footage because you see, you see these bands when they're these big things and they're playing arenas and stuff, but how they got there, watching them pay their dues, basically. I love watching that stuff and seeing okay, this is why this person became this huge, because they had this level of talent or showmanship or both or whatever it is, that's just mind-boggling sometimes. And again, you don't see that anymore, especially nowadays with auto-tune and AI can make music for you and all this other stuff. You don't get talent like you used to. And I don't know. Let's see what else we got going here. Well, it's Friday. Right about that 2-hour mark. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm thinking of wrapping early today because I got the kids here. It's Friday. We got to get the weekend going. We got a lot of stuff to do. So I don't know, guys. I like I said, I'm thinking about maybe wrapping early, because, like I said the other day, this Wednesday was my older son's last day of 8th grade. He's officially done with grammar school. He's going to be a freshman now. So this is his first Friday after that. And like I said at the time, I wanted to do something special for him for his graduation, because when I graduated 8th grade, we had this big graduation party and the family was there, and there was barbecue, and my parents rented a tent and all this. And he got a chalupa. Florida Jim's like, I paid for a full show. Come on, keep it going, buddy. Parsons like, no, take the kids to Dairy Queen. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. You could go. We'll still be here. There you go. I'll just leave the stream up, and you guys could just stay, and I'll go take care of business. Actually, he's like, Parsons like, but no, I want a chalupa. Riders on the Storm. I liked watching Randy Rhoads live. Yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Metallica in Fortnite. Oh yeah. Not. Irish Devlin's like, I want a Blizzard. One of my favorites right down the street, we have Dunkin' Donuts / Baskin Robbins. And I love those because when it's supposed to be in the 90s today. My favorite drink from there is the Cappuccino Blast. And like your normal Dunkin' Donuts don't always have it. But your Dunkin' Donuts / Baskin Robbins does. It's basically a coffee milkshake. I love it. So maybe I'll take them for some ice cream, and I'll get one of those for my. Ooh, that might be awesome. Wait, what is this? Did you see my suggestion about buying a commemorative brick? Oh, that's right. Yes, I did see that. My school used to have them in a special. I should ask them and see if that's a thing. Maybe. Our Dairy Queen closed during the pandemic. Oh, I'm sorry. See, I don't know if anybody else knows what I'm talking about. Enemy might, but because being from Chicago, do you guys remember the Tasty Freeze? I used to love going to the Tasty Freeze every summer. Oh, that was the best, man. Brian Showman. Early footage of Pink Floyd with Syd Barrett is interesting. Yes, it is. Especially the way that interviewers used to interview people in the 60s and early 70s always blows my mind. Because, I don't get it. Because I grew up in the world where you interview a band and it's like, so when's your new album coming out? What are your tour dates? Where are you going to be? Where can the people go see you and buy tickets for your next show? But watching that stuff, I remember there's one specific one where Pink Floyd comes out and they play, I think it was Interstellar Overdrive or Astronomy Domini, one of those two. And afterwards, the interview starts with, why are you guys so loud? Don't you guys like Beethoven? It's like, what? What is that? That's an interview? And then I saw another one from the 70s, late 60s, early 70s. It had to be late 60s. Where it was a Led Zeppelin interview. And again, I grew up in a world where an interview was like, so the new album's out. Where could people go buy it? Where could they see you live? Where could they buy tickets? Those kind of questions. So this is Led Zeppelin. And the first question the guy asked is, so what do you guys think of the Beatles? And Jimmy Page is like, what? I think you guys keep shoving them down our throats. Now, can we talk about the new Led Zeppelin record, please? It's just, I don't know, man. It's weird. Weird the way people used to do interviews back in those days. It was just bad. American Bandstand. Beethoven was loud for his time. That's right. A full orchestra playing at full power is extremely loud. The Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. Oh man, that's awesome. Mid-90s today. Yeah, man, it just keeps getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. All right, guys, screw it. Let's keep it going. How about a KFAR video? I haven't shown, like I said, today I wanted to keep with things I haven't shown in a while. Haven't shown KFAR in forever. So why not show some love for KFAR? Let's go ahead and show a KFAR video. Why not? All right. Chef Amity, got to run. See you in a bet, and this call has calls it early. Nah, I'll keep going for a minute. This video is half an hour, so at least we'll get at least another half hour out of it. So let's go ahead and do this, guys. Why not? Let's have some fun. It's Friday.
This is going to be probably the craziest video I've ever done. It's going to be a 2-video video. The first video is going to be us catching up with our friend Gabriel Prevet, who wanted to come at me a little sideways on Facebook on a group called Sovereign or Citizen. We disagreed about the Supreme Court. I said, yeah, it's a thing. He said, nope, which I thought was weird. He's also a constitutionalist, communist, anarchist who doesn't agree with the founding fathers. It's a weird kerfuffle, if you will. The second part of the video is going to be a sovereign citizen frauditor getting arrested because he's an idiot. I think this guy may actually be crazy. But we're going to cover that video. The first clip with Gabriel Prevet's going to be only a few seconds. And the other one so far, it's a body cam that's 24 minutes, 44 seconds. I don't know how much of that we're going to get into, but probably majority of it. Enjoy the video.
Welcome to the Rebels of the Sacred Earth's YouTube channel. My name is Gabriel Prevet. We are an organization dedicated to defending the rights of innocent people, so much so that we have revoked our consent to be governed by declaring ourselves independent of the current corrupt, tyrannically oppressive regime we call a government here in America.
Yes, guys, you heard it here first. Our friend Gabriel of the family Prevet started a cult, Rebels of the Sacred Earth. He changed his YouTube channel to that. Hasn't been heard from in months. I have to assume anyone who did join his cult, they're communists, socialists, anarchists who by nature can't provide for themselves, so they probably ended up eating him. I'm going to assume he's no longer with us. Anywho, on to the next video.
How you doing, my friend?
Good, and you?
Doing all right. Got a camper in here that I don't want in here. He came in and went into a site that was already occupied, and I had to ask him to move out of it. And I went back to see what was going on and got out of my truck and started around, and his dog come running at me, and I pulled my mace, and he came out and jumped in my face and told me to get the fuck off his property. He's got a shirt with public landowner.
Yeah.
He's a little psycho. And he finally moved to a different site, but I asked him to just leave because his aggression, I can't deal with that.
Do you have your ID? And you're the manager of this campsite?
Yes.
What's your phone number? I'll get your ID too. Oh, sorry.
I don't have it memorized because it's not my regular phone. But it's the phone that works up here.
So
806
806
471
471
9536.
36.
And you know, he was real aggressive and told me I'm going to learn about the First Amendment and all these amendments, and I just don't need that in here.
Okay. Did he pay for the night?
No, he hasn't paid nothing.
So I've only been to a few like public land campgrounds. You normally pay very, very minimal to keep the shitter running. That's really it. So the fact that he just said, nah, I live here now. Yeah, you need to go, bud.
And I asked him, I said, you know, you need to leave because with your aggression, it's not going to work out here.
Okay.
And his girlfriend started crying. Well, I can stay because I wasn't part of that. I said, man, that's between you and him, but he needs to leave.
What was he wearing?
He's wearing a T-shirt that says public landowner and shorts.
Okay.
He's in site 18.
So let me just reiterate what you told me. So he was staying at another area that was already reserved to someone. Right. You asked him to leave. He got mad about that. What did he tell you?
He said, it's not reserved. And I said, yes, it is. And I showed him the tag
The guy came in this morning, was parked there. I checked him in, and it shows he's there from today till the 6th. And he wasn't happy about that.
In all honesty, I'm less worried about the trespassing on someone else's campsite. I'm more worried about the fact that you didn't fucking pay.
And then he moved.
Well, he hadn't moved, and I went back around probably 45 minutes later, and nothing had changed, and I parked. And when I got out of my vehicle, you can see this is the vehicle right here. This is where he went into the site, and he's got a beware of dog sign right on the front of the windshield. So when that dog started at me,
How big is the dog?
It's pretty good size. It's a black lab pit mix. I don't know.
Okay.
And then he come out and jumped in my face and
What did he tell you?
told me to get the fuck off his property, and I didn't have no right there, and I just.
Did he threaten you?
Well, yeah, I take that as
I just thought of something. What if like I go back to Florida to pick up my gear, and while I'm out of town, a Moore decides they're going to take over my apartment, and then they go to the store to buy some groceries, and while they're gone, some other Moors come in and decide to take it from them. What happens when the Moors try to take something from the Moors who took it from someone else already? What happens when a Moor tries to rip off a Moor? What happens when a Sovsit tries to rip off a Sovsit? What happens when they go after each other? Oh, I want to see that. I want to see that video. Hey, you can't pull me over. I'm a free man of the land. No, I'm a free man of the land. No, I am. No, I am. My name is in all caps. Neither is mine. No, mine's not. No, mine's not. It's the Paw Patrollers in the house. All right. Lane Myers owns all the public land. Dagnabbit. Sounds like a Woody Allen film, right?
Okay.
Especially when he's up like that.
So he was clenched his fist and came up to your face. How close was he? About
Right
arm's
there.
length.
No. I mean this is his face.
So
Yeah.
pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I talked to the manager and stuff, and they said he needs to go. So
Okay. I'll go tell him he needs to leave. He's not wanted, or he's not allowed to be here. So you are the manager.
yes, I'm the camp host of this and the lake.
Okay. I'll go ahead and talk to him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Again, this is the question portion of my videos. Do you think this what seems like crazy person is going to listen to this officer, sheriff, deputy, and actually leave? I say no. Leave your answer in the comments.
Good evening. Hi. Officer Moreno. Get that fucking dog away from me.
Whoa, man. Who the fuck are you? You just walked over. Officer Moreno, name and badge number.
434.
Step back. Step back. Ain't no so. Name it. Call supervisor. Call supervisor.
I don't need to call a
Exercise my
supervisor.
Fifth Amendment right.
Okay.
Step back. Call a
So,
supervisor. Step back.
The land manager wants you
Call
out
a
of
fucking
his.
supervisor. Turn your body cam on. Turn your body cam
So
on.
the supervisor
I don't give a fuck
of
what the
this
supervisor-
area wants you off
Get
the
a warrant
land.
from a judge. I'm not leaving. Call your fucking supervisor, motherfucker. You just fucked with the right guy.
So this is where it starts to get unfortunate. My feelings, anyway. How many times do we have to tell sovereign citizens? How many times does it have to be proven to sovereign citizens? You don't need a warrant for shit like this. You simply do not need a warrant to trespass someone. You don't need a warrant to pull someone over. You don't need a warrant to arrest somebody for not IDing at a traffic stop. It's really that simple, but these people think you need a warrant to breathe near them.
Okay.
Pull your fucking gun out on us again and see what happens.
I didn't pull it out on you.
You
I
pulled the
it out-
fucking gun out, you little pussy.
Okay, I pulled
You're
it
a
out
bitch.
on your
Get
dog.
the fuck out of here.
So, reason I'm coming here is because the manager wants you out of this property.
I don't give a fuck what he wants. This is my property.
Okay.
You see what this says?
Yeah.
I own this and you don't. Get the fuck out of here.
He wants you off.
I'm not leaving.
You're not leaving?
No.
Okay.
So, are you familiar with Section 1982 of the U.S. Constitution?
All right, guys. So this was a little hard to find because it kept wanting me to look up 1983, the lawsuit nonsense. So 1982, property rights of citizens. Now we're going to stop. We're going to pause. We're going to go back and think, where was he at? He was at I'm using air quotes. You can't see it right now. Public land campground in which you have to pay to use. With that being said, this is all citizens of the United States shall have the same right in every state and territory as is enjoyed by white citizens thereof to inherit, purchase, lease, sell, hold, and convey real and personal property. That's not applicable in this situation. This is like the 241 and 242 where they constantly quote it even though it has no bearing on the traffic stop that they're currently on. Yeah, he's not inheriting, purchasing, leasing, selling, holding, or conveying real and personal property. It's public land campground that you have to pay to use. Therefore, you can be trespassed. Good luck.
Sir?
No, so the manager wants you off this land.
He's not the land manager. He's the host.
Yeah.
Call a fucking
Yeah, he's
Leo
the
right
manager.
now. I'm done talking to you.
Okay.
Have a nice day. You approach the situation. Stop walking towards me.
Okay.
Where's the other cops? Call back up. Call back up.
I don't need.
We're being harassed by the police.
So you're making this worse than it needs to be.
You're making it worse when you pull that fucking gun out, you little scared shit, little prick.
I'm not gonna get
Look at
bit
that
by one of
fucking
your
pussy-ass
dogs.
muscles.
Okay.
But you shouldn't walk up on us and violate. Stop.
So
am I being detained?
Yeah.
What's the probable cause?
You are trespassing. No one told you he wants you off the lot.
Trespassing?
Yes, sir.
Call supervisor. Call
There's
your
no
supervisor,
out.
sir.
All right.
Sir, call your supervisor. We'll leave,
Look,
but you need to call your supervisor.
I'm gonna
detain
detain you.
She's an attorney for the federal government.
That's fine.
So I stopped it right there for a very specific reason. Apparently, she's in training for the federal government. If she's in training for the federal government, congratulations. Because of this video, you're now on a watch list, or she's on a watch list, or a do not hire list. And if she somehow managed to get into a federal position, you are now a liability. I believe in a couple other videos that I watched of him, he said that she's like an attorney or something. If that was the case, she would have told you to leave that parking spot or pay. If not, she's a very, very, very shit lawyer. Sorry. Also, dude, you're trespassing. Leave the property. Oh, I'll do when your supervisor gets here. It was a state police officer, sheriff deputy. I don't recall the front of the car at this point. That supervisor could be 30 minutes to 5 hours away. The next closest backup could be 30 minutes or 5 hours away. So it's this guy who happens to be jacked versus this crazy person. I know muscles go a long way, but crazy people are by nature crazy and anything can happen. So I don't want to be the officer right now.
So
Cat.
I'm gonna. So you
pull your phone out.
Stop.
What am I being detained for?
Stop trespassing. Okay.
Trespassing is not an arrestable offense.
So,
sir, do you want to be famous on YouTube?
Look.
All right. So like a good little sovereign citizen, frauditor, chuckle fuck hybrid. This guy has one incident and he's got it like 7 or 8 times on his channel because he wants to go Jeremiah Payne and just keep posting the same thing. On top of that, he's got, I want to say 10 plus videos of him being a pro se jailhouse lawyer versus the state starting 8 months ago, and I believe as recently as 3 days ago. So we're going to be covering that. But yeah, he made no one famous that day.
Do you want to lose your career? Do you want to? We'll leave. Do you want to lose your career?
Don't make it worse.
You're making it worse by touching me illegally.
Don't make it worse.
You're retaliating against my First Amendment freedoms.
Stop tensing up.
I'm not stopping. You cannot take me down.
Put your hands.
I'm not going. I'm not.
You're not.
You're unlawfully. Right now, you're kidnapping me.
Okay.
You're assaulting me.
So I'm gonna ask you nicely. Put your hands behind your back.
For what crime?
Okay, you're trespassing.
Then we'll leave. Ask us and we'll leave. You haven't asked us to leave. You came up and said the land manager wants us to leave. You didn't say so. You need to leave. You haven't even given me a chance to comply. You have your hands on me before you gave me a chance to comply. Call back up.
Okay.
Press your alarm and call back up.
I'm gonna place your hands behind your back.
If you injure me,
stop resisting.
Hands behind my back?
Yes, sir.
Give me that command.
You put your hands behind your back.
That's the first time you gave me the command to put my hands behind my back without slamming me on the ground. So without commanding me to put my hands behind my back, you walked up and grabbed me and pulled my arm.
Give me your leg.
My arm, you mean?
I'm sorry.
A little bit. Lower that cuff down. You're cutting my circulation. You realize you just lost your career.
All right.
She's an attorney for the federal government.
All right. I'm going to put you on your side.
For sure.
On your butt.
For sure.
All right.
Now tell me why you came up and grabbed me without saying put my hands behind my back.
I'll place this on your foot.
What?
It's
okay. Okay. Keep recording. And I'm detained for trespassing.
I'm gonna get you up, okay?
For what?
Why are you arresting me?
I'm gonna sit here until your backup comes.
Okay.
I'm not getting up till your supervisor comes.
All right.
If you're threatened by me, I'm sitting here in cuffed. There's no threat.
I'm not threatening.
Then back up and call supervisor.
I just want to get you up, okay? I need to get you standing.
To do what? To do what?
So you can breathe.
I can breathe just fine. You can breathe.
I just want to get you over there.
I'm not going by your car until you call supervisor.
So
do you know the law that you uphold?
So reason why?
What law am I violating?
You're gonna let me speak, or
no,
you want to speak?
Because you came and violated my rights. You've already violated my rights without calling back up.
So which one? You want to speak, or are you gonna let me speak, sir?
Go ahead.
All right.
He called you, right? He called you?
Yes.
Did you come up and ask me to see the video of our conversation, or did you come up and start grabbing me? Why didn't you come up? Hey, why didn't you come up and perform a proper investigation, Moreno? Why did you roll up and pull your gun up like a hard ass?
Okay. So your dogs were in your vehicle.
Yep.
Barking pretty aggressively.
In my vehicle.
Yeah.
In my vehicle.
I didn't know if they were gonna jump out.
Well, then you should have fucking not walked up, right? You've been in the wrong this whole time.
Okay.
You've been in this. So trespassing is not an arrestable offense on national forest land.
Okay.
This is national public land.
So he's going to take the Tyrants Beware, Chris Ryder way of telling a story where he's going to be really vague and hide the specifics, which the specifics matter in this case. I'm on national public land. No, you're at a national public land campground in which you have to pay for to stay. You have not paid, therefore you cannot stay. Plus, you already tried to run on somebody else's paid for camp spot and pretend it was yours. So yes, you can be trespassed. You didn't do enough investigating. He talked to the victim, who happened to be the person who could trespass him, and a witness for the event. That's enough investigating. The guy said you were crazy, which so far, yep, checks out. Said your dog was going to try to attack him. Yep, that checks out. So that's why the officer reacted the way he did. The moment he got there, the dog tried to attack him, and you started actively running around, spouting toxic garbage. He did everything he had to do.
It's a First Amendment right to access a traditional public forum. It's my First Amendment right to be here. He called you and said what? That he told us to leave, and we said we're going to come over here instead because we parked at the wrong site. We parked in one that was reserved. He said we had to leave. We moved over here. He didn't like my attitude, so he said we had to leave.
Did you pay for the spot already?
We've tried to fucking pay 3 times. You wouldn't take the money, and he called you.
Okay.
And you came here like a fucking idiot and made it way worse, Moreno.
Okay.
Your ass is fucking toast, motherfucker.
Okay.
Federal crime, bro. You just fucking took me to the ground.
Yeah, you were resisting.
You didn't say put my hands behind my back, motherfucker.
I was telling you put your hand behind your back.
You walked. It's all on video.
You were tensing up. Me as well.
Moreno, you walked up and
tensing
grabbed
up.
me. Had you simply said, "Sir, can you place your hands behind your back?" I would have complied. You never gave me a chance to comply. You walked up and grabbed my arm and started putting me in a Nelson without asking me, "Sir, please put your hands behind your back. You're being detained for this problem." What is your reasonable articulable suspicion for me to be in handcuffs right now?
Okay.
Did you witness it?
You're gonna stand up. I'm gonna place you in the rear seat of my patrol vehicle.
No, you have to call back up.
Okay.
You're violating your own policies right now. You're committing a crime by not, I'm asking you to call a supervisor.
Is that like a policy or like a law? Oh, that's right. It's a policy. So it means nothing in the grand scheme of things. So quick, run in your mouth. You're on the ground. A bigger man took you down, or a man in general, because this guy looks like a giant fucking pussy. But yeah, you got taken to the ground. I believe he said you were being detained, and then you wanted to get all tense and fight. I don't know. Personally, if I was trespassing and I was told I was trespassing, and an officer put his hands on me, I would assume, oh shit, yep, I'm being arrested. But this guy's so dense, he still thinks he's right while handcuffed on the ground.
Okay.
Please call a supervisor.
All right, I'm gonna stand you up. We're gonna go to the back of my vehicle. Okay.
Please call a supervisor.
So I'm gonna get you up. Are you gonna work with me?
No.
So I'm gonna.
Please call a supervisor.
I'm gonna ask you again. If not, I am gonna use force.
Please call a supervisor.
If you don't,
please call a super. They're all watching
I'm
you.
gonna use force to bring you back up. Okay.
What am I standing up for?
I'm gonna place you in the back seat of my vehicle.
For what?
Because you're being detained.
Detained for what?
Okay.
Detained.
You're resisting.
Am I arrested or am I detained?
You're detained at this point.
Okay, well then I'll sit right here because I don't need to go in your car to be detained. Complete your investigation, sir.
Okay.
So you want me to stand up?
Yes, please.
And I'm being detained, right?
Yes, please.
I'm not arrested, right?
Not as of now.
Okay, then I'll stand up. You want to help me stand up?
Yes, sir.
Grab my right arm.
All right, I'm not.
No, my right arm. That's my left.
Is it injured?
Thank you.
So kick this leg in. Yeah.
Ready?
All right, 1, 2, 3. I got you.
Okay.
So let's go to the back.
Okay. Can you move this one right here?
Is it locked?
Yeah, like see it right there.
Yeah. Let me put this hat on.
You really.
Let me see. All right.
Are you familiar with US C-42 1983? You seem like a rookie.
Okay.
Right? No, honestly.
So I'm gonna fix this cuff because it's a little tight, all right?
Yeah, for sure. Grab my phone, Cat, right there. This is definitely gonna help my channel a lot. You familiar with my channel?
I am not.
You're gonna be.
Okay.
You're gonna be famous on there. Moreno.
6.
What's your badge number?
All right.
60,000 views.
60,000 views in a minute. We're gonna make you famous, bud.
Okay.
So just to, I don't know, more or less fact check this, he said, oh, 60,000 views in a minute. He's got 2 videos that hit 60,000, and none of them are that video. One of them's a full video pro se deposition of God knows what. That was 2 hours and 30 minutes. He's wearing the same stupid shirt, and it's got 71,000 views. And he's got 7,000 subscribers. So apparently a lot of those people didn't like the video. The other one is a 2-minute video that's 64,000 views. And again, apparently all of those people didn't like the video. And then it's 39, 21, and then it just kind of simmers off into obscurity. And there's, hey, look, there's our video that we're watching right now, 4,300. That's what he's got. So this whole 60,000 in a minute thing's kind of, I don't want to call it bullshit, but it seems to be bullshit.
And you're gonna get a couple of nice days off from work.
Okay.
A couple of nice days off. I'll sit right here on your bumper, no problem.
I said the rear seat of my patrol.
No, I'm not going. I'll sit right here. I'm detained. I'm not arrested.
Yeah.
Call back up. Do your investigation. So, you said I'm detained, right?
Well, at this point,
yeah,
you are detained.
Okay. So now,
when you're not free to leave.
So if I'm detained, that means I'm gonna sit right here and you're gonna complete an investigation, and then at the conclusion of your investigation, you're gonna determine if there's probable cause to arrest me.
Yeah.
Okay. So get to investigating.
So you resisted me when I was.
I didn't resist shit, bro. Don't try that shit, bro.
You
did not say put your hands behind your back.
I did.
It's on video, right?
You pulled your arm towards you.
Okay.
You started tightening your muscles.
If I walk up to you and grab your arm, would you tense up?
So if a random whack job, well, first off, I think we can all agree on this. If a random whack job walks up to an officer, sheriff deputy, state patrol officer, and grabs her arm for no reason, sure, he'll probably tense up, especially being as yoked as this guy is. Now, if a officer, sheriff deputy, state patrol officer comes to your campsite after you were told to leave, after you haven't paid, after you went to someone else's campsite, after your dog almost attacked someone, after you almost attacked someone, and the officer says, hey, you're trespassed, they don't want you here, and in response you say, I don't want to pay, I own this land, and want to run away, then they grab you, it's kind of completely different.
Yeah, I would.
Okay. But what? There's no but.
I told you, put your hands behind your back.
You did not say put my hands behind your back. Okay. You did not say, sir, you're being detained.
You walked away from me when you saw me.
I'm not required to stand by you until you say you're being detained. Don't move. So you do not know basic commands.
You are arrested today.
For what?
For resisting an officer, okay?
Resisting an officer? So you have to be committed. You have to be accused of a crime to resist, sir. Okay. You have to be legally
trespassing.
Okay. I haven't trespassed because you didn't ask me to leave. We'll gladly leave. All we got to do is pack up and leave. You pulled up. It's all on camera. You never once asked us to leave. You said you walked
in the rear seat of my patrol vehicle until you calm down, okay?
I'm calm. I'm perfectly calm.
Look, I'm gonna give you one more time, all right? You're backing up
because you said I'm being detained.
Yes, I won't place in the rear seat of my patrol vehicle.
Why are you choking me because I'm detained?
I'm not choking you.
Why is your hand on my throat?
It's not on your.
What am I doing that is different than if I'm being detained? Okay,
force.
I'm gonna go in the car. I'm gonna go in the car. I'll go in the car. Can you articulate to the camera why I'm being placed in the back seat of the car? Because you seem like you lost your cool big time.
Okay.
So this is another spot where the frauditing sovereign citizen bullshit just doesn't make sense. So in every other situation, it's, oh, the manager has to tell me I'm trespassed. You can't tell me I'm trespassed. That's soliciting a trespass. And now in this situation, the manager already told them to leave, but now the officer has to tell them to leave. So which is it? Is the manager have to tell you and the officers can't, or do the officers have to tell you and the manager can't? Which is it?
Because I can't resist arrest unless I'm being legally arrested. So You never once said I was legally being arrested. So therefore, how could I resist you arresting me? All you did was walk up and tackle me. You never once said you're being detained.
I'm gonna ask you to put both feet in, okay?
Both feet?
Yes, sir. Inside
Before my hands?
When you sit down, you're gonna place both feet.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna secure you for now. All right.
Huh? No.
Thank you.
I need my phone. You're not taking me anywhere. You're detaining me while you
have your
investigate. Huh? I'm not giving you my name. I'm not required to.
Okay.
Take me to court. Take me to the jail. Let's go.
You have your first and last
I'm
name?
not giving you shit, motherfucker. You have me in handcuffs in the backseat of your car and you violated my rights. Take me to court and let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do this.
I'm trying to give you the chance.
You ain't giving me nothing, motherfucker. I'm gonna give you a chance to take the seatbelt off, take these handcuffs, and you'll keep your career.
Okay. So you have your first and last name?
I'm not giving you my name.
Okay.
John Doe.
Okay.
Thank you.
So just because reasons, I just watched a bunch of videos of this and had to deal with this in real life working at the jail. If you come in knowing your ID and you make me book you under John Doe and make me wait for the, fingerprints and ID to come back and all that shit, that's another charge. So good luck with that.
794 Norcom.
Tell my wife where you're taking me.
Seven 9-4. Send another unit 33. The use of force. Contact the supervisor. Hey, do you guys have a phone with service? Yeah.
I saw all of it. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're a little bit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Can you take a break? Like a little deep breath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just need a phone.
Yeah. Thank you for your service.
Being able to like text out and internet, I have no clue if phone. You just have phone.
Yeah, you got some wipes or something. I don't mean to bring her over here. Sorry.
No sweat. No sweat.
Hey, Jesus, is this Officer Moreno? Can you hear me? Hey, can you 33-795? I just got into a use of force with this subject. And then can you notify a supervisor as well? And then have a 55. I think got just a little bit of blood coming from my nose, but also for just the 15. 794. Campground 18 over here in Hopewell. Okay, can you patch me over to NSP? Thank you.
All right, guys, that's pretty much the rest of the video. It's him eventually getting a phone that will dial out of the middle of nowhere, and it seems like he gets a few words out, and his supervisor does most of the talking because it was a use of force incident. You can't hear it, so there's no reason to play it. I'm glad there was a bunch of witnesses there. This is just one of the things that frauditors and sovereign citizens don't understand. Most law-abiding citizens totally enjoy the police. This officer walked up, tried to trespass a guy. Guy wanted to run and then fight. And the first thing they said was, "Oh, we saw the whole thing. Are you okay? Do you need a break? Take a deep breath." They ended up getting like him a water bottle, some baby wipes. So yeah, I'm glad that they were there for him for that. I believe it's one of their phones that actually got to call out for his supervisor. All I have to say about this guy is fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Straight up, he's a useless human being. That's all I have to say about him. Fucking A. In a majority of the other videos about this incident, he tries to make it out like the officer's like lying about things. In one of the videos, it shows a clip from another officer that showed up to the body cam. The officer walks over, "Hey, can you see my bloody nose? Do I have a bloody nose? We should take pictures of everything real quick for the use of force report." And he wants to, you can't really see any blood or anything in that clip, but it's not like he was trying to suggest he had a bloody nose. One of the random witnesses that were trying to help him out told him he had a bloody nose, and he sat there and cleaned it up with baby wipes. So it's like, yeah, that bloody nose probably happened. Oh, he's not really tore up. It's like, well, he's sitting there like this, having the other officer take a bunch of pictures of his arms. From personal experience at the jail, you can get messed up very quickly in the shortest fight because people are fucking crazy, as this guy is. But yeah, I'll look through some of these pro se case things that he has on there. There's, like I said, 10 plus. Some of them are several hours, so I'm going to have to lose brain cells listening to a sovereign citizen try to defend himself in court. Anywho, have a good rest of your day. Peace.
All right, round of applause for K-Far. Yes. That was amazing stuff, man. That guy was about as dumb can be. Yeah, I think that dude has mental problems, man. I mean, how do you do that? And I mean, how many times have we seen similar situations where somebody's trespassing and oh, you can't trespass me? Why? Because you said you can't? Like I said, somebody should not break in, but just walk into one of those houses. What's up, Christopher O'Connor? And then, when they say, hey, you have to leave. No, I'm just go like this. As long as you go like this, you don't have to follow any laws, and you can't be trespassed because I'm engaged in a First Amendment protected activity. These guys are so dumb. Trespassing in a camping ground. Well, because it's a camping ground, you can't kick me out. Yes, I can. Watch me. Oh, man, it's unbelievable what these guys get away with, or try to anyway. What crime did I commit to be trespassed? Trespassing! That's the crime. Give him a clap. It didn't come out right. All right, let's do it another way. All right, I got to go get my weekend started. My son just woke up, so I got to go hang out with him for a while. I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to end the show with a quick little happy dance for all of you because I love you guys so much. You're the best fans in the world. Happy Friday. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend. I love you guys. And like I always say at the end of the show, every day, hip, hip, hooray. Oh, yeah. I'm all shook up. And don't forget to check out Tiny Chihuahua later. She's going to have a live this afternoon. Go check out her channel. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Oh, yeah. I'm all shook up.
Big Bang. Chuck Norris was exposed to COVID-19. COVID-19 had to go into quarantine for a month. Chuck Norris didn't call the wrong number. You answered the wrong phone. Chuck Norris didn't cheat death. He won fairly and squarely. Chuck Norris once wrestled a bear, an alligator, and a tiger all at once. He won by tying them together with an anaconda. There are no streets named after Chuck Norris, because no one would ever cross Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris's mother tried to have an abortion. The procedure resulted in the doctor being knocked unconscious by Chuck Norris. If you put your ear next to a seashell, you hear the ocean. If you put your ear next to Chuck Norris' boot, you hear the opening riff to Scorpions. Rock you like a hurricane. When Alexander Graham Bell first invented the telephone, he had 3 missed calls from Chuck Norris. A rainbow happens every time Chuck Norris roundhouse kicks Richard Simmons. Chuck Norris doesn't pay taxes. Taxes pay Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris once had an arm wrestling contest with Superman. The loser had to wear his underwear on the outside for the rest of his life. Chuck Norris lost his virginity before his father did. When Chuck Norris was born, the doctor asked him to name his parents.